Most people think a hug is simple, ordinary, harmless. But a woman's hug is never just a hug. There is a silent conversation happening in that moment. One most men never learn to read. While you think she's just being friendly, she may be expressing comfort, curiosity, attraction, or even testing your emotional presence. Every pause, every breath, every shift in her body carries meaning. And when you learn to understand that unspoken language, you begin to see clearly what the Stoics always taught, that truth is often revealed without a single word. Welcome to Stoic Spirit, where we explore the deeper psychology of human connection. Today, we are breaking down the 6 hidden messages behind a woman's hug, signals most men overlook entirely. Once you understand these signs, you will never experience a hug the same way again. 1. She's evaluating your presence without saying a word. A hug may seem casual, but for her, it's a moment of information. She is sensing your energy, your comfort level, your confidence. A woman instinctively notices, do you stay grounded or freeze up? Is your embrace gentle yet steady, or tense and uncertain? Do you radiate calm presence or nervous hesitation? It's similar to how an interviewer may casually observe your handshake or body language. She's not judging you harshly, she's simply reading the nonverbal cues that reveal who you are beneath the surface. A man who is centered and secure in himself stands out immediately. He's not trying to impress, he's not hoping for approval, he's simply present. Stoicism teaches that confidence isn't loud or forceful, it is stillness, groundedness, composure. In a hug, that truth becomes visible. A rushed, awkward, or hesitant response tells her you're unsure of yourself. But a relaxed, balanced embrace shows quiet strength, the kind that speaks for itself. 2. She's sensing your emotional availability. A hug isn't just physical contact, it's emotional data. She can feel whether you're open, warm, and emotionally present, or distant, guarded, and disconnected. Even if you never put these feelings into words, your body does. Are you carrying heavy stress? Do you feel tense or empty? Are you letting yourself be in the moment or retreating inward? Women often pick up emotional signals faster than men expect, not because they're supernatural, but because they feel energy naturally. If you're weighed down or emotionally blocked, she'll sense that. If you're at ease within yourself, she'll feel that too. The Stoics didn't suppress emotion, they managed it. A grounded man isn't cold, he's in control of his inner world, and that emotional alignment whispers something powerful in a hug. I am here, fully present, fully aware. Women respond deeply to that kind of presence. 3. She's guiding the physical connection on her terms. A hug, especially one she initiates, is also her way of setting the pace. She's not necessarily making a romantic move, she's simply establishing comfort and boundaries. Think of it like inviting someone inside your home. You welcome them in, but you still set the tone of the space. A woman does the same with physical connection. Where many men misread the moment, holding on too long feels uncertain or eager. Letting go too fast feels awkward or detached. Overanalyzing the moment creates tension. What she's really noticing is your ability to lead with calmness, not force or hesitation. A stoic man neither grabs nor retreats. He matches her pace with natural ease. He doesn't expect anything from the moment. He simply responds with respectful confidence. That balance is what sets him apart. 4. She's checking for natural chemistry. Here's where instinct takes over. A hug gives her direct access to something even words can't express: chemistry. Not the fantasy kind, the real, biological, intuitive sense of connection that can't be faked. During a hug, her body is quietly noticing. Does your presence feel comfortable or tense? Do your bodies align naturally or awkwardly? Does your scent feel familiar or not quite right? Is there warmth, ease, or that subtle spark? You can't control chemistry, but you can show up authentically. If you're thinking too hard or trying to act a certain way, she'll feel it. If you relax into yourself, she'll feel that too. A hug becomes a moment of truth. The Stoic approach isn't about trying to create chemistry. It's about accepting whatever is real without forcing or fearing it. Chemistry reveals itself naturally when you let go of expectation. 5. She's signaling your place in her world. A hug, especially in public, can be a subtle message to others. Different types of hugs say different things. A quick, polite hug equals neutral. A warm, longer hug equals closeness. A protective or lingering hug equals significance. Without saying anything, she may be signaling, "This person matters to me," or "This connection is special." The hug becomes a social cue, a way of placing you within her circle, not loudly, but subtly. A Stoic man doesn't cling to this or use it for validation. He simply recognizes the meaning, stays steady, and remains grounded, because real power comes from being aware without being attached. 6. She's creating a memorable emotional moment. Finally, the deepest layer. A hug is a moment she may revisit later. Human memory is tied to emotion. The way someone made us feel becomes a lasting imprint. In that embrace, her mind may be noting, did this feel comforting or distant? Did my heart speed up or settle? Did I want to stay close or step away? Did this moment feel meaningful or forgettable? These questions won't be spoken. They unfold silently, often long after the hug ends. A Stoic man doesn't obsess about whether she remembers the moment, but he understands the truth. Presence leaves a stronger imprint than performance. If she walks away feeling calm, warm, or unexpectedly connected, that feeling becomes part of how she experiences you moving forward. And often, that memory becomes the bridge to deeper connection, the deeper truth behind all 6 signals. A hug is never just a gesture, it is a quiet exchange of energy, emotional presence, chemistry, confidence, awareness, connection. The Stoics believed that most of life's truth exists beneath the surface, in the subtle, not the obvious. When you learn to observe instead of react, when you stop seeking validation and start grounding yourself, you begin to understand what these moments really mean. Women don't expect perfection, they respond to presence, to awareness, to steadiness. A hug doesn't define your worth. It simply reflects who you are in that brief, silent exchange. And when you show up as a man who is anchored, calm, and unapologetically himself, she feels it. Now that you understand the deeper psychology behind a woman's hug, you'll begin to see connection in a completely new way, not through overthinking, but through observation, awareness, and presence. If you want to continue growing in self mastery and emotional clarity, make sure you're subscribed to Stoic Spirit. And before you go, tell me in the comments, have you ever felt a hug reveal more than words? I'll be reading your reflections. Remember, real strength is quiet, real confidence is calm, and the most meaningful signals in life are often unspoken.